Hey, good morning. Tuesday the 14th of January. Just wanted to let you guys know that I'm finally starting to come out of the side effects that hit me really, really hard this past week and a half, and it was it was pretty crazy. But coming out of it now, and feeling a little bit better. Still a little fatigued, but Winnie and I are just hanging out, watching the news, just having a cup of coffee, and just trying to figure out what we're gonna do for the day. So, want to let you know I'm still here and feeling a little bit better, and can go over some of the side effects that hit me so hard. So, when you get in the chair and they start the treatment, the first thing they do is they put in a bag of steroids to keep your energy and your ability to eat. They want to keep your energy up, so they give you a bag of steroids, and also they give you anti-nausea medication, which has its own host of side effects. So they do that first. You don't really feel that, and then they start putting in the different bags of chemotherapy, and it's just kind of a blanket that you start to feel it because it's going right into your bloodstream. You go from feeling good 1 minute to your stomach just rolling, and even with the anti-nausea, and then a sense of just flu-like feeling. And that's just like one of the first bags that they put in you. And then, depending on your regimen, you either have, and I'm in there all day. It's an 8-hour day, from start to finish. So you just sit there and you start to feel worse and worse. And by the time I get out of there, I'm kind of crawling out of the chair and just real unsteady and dizzy and nauseous, and we get in the car, and Becky will get me home and get me settled, and then just I have to start drinking warm liquids because the neuropathy in my mouth, my mouth goes numb as soon as you drink something cold, and it closes up my throat. So you got to be real careful with that. And then when I eat something, the salivary glands in each side, the hinges of my jaw, it's the weirdest thing. The first bite of food, when your salivary gland opens, there's really, really sharp needle-like pain on each side of my jaw that is almost debilitating. It hurts so bad. But once you get through that, you try and eat something, and then you just get really, really more and more tired and fatigued, and then your stomach will roll and you'll feel like throwing up. So you take a Zofran, which I don't like to take, but for the first couple of days I do. Take a Zofran, and then I take a hit of my vape pen. That keeps me from throwing up, but it also constipates me. So I have that side effect. And then, God forbid we have a snowstorm, I can't go outside because my feet go numb, my hands go numb. And that's for the first 7 days. Luckily that goes away after about 7 or 8 days. It's pretty much gone now. I'm on my 8th day, and I'm doing pretty well with that. But the hardest part's usually at night. When you go to lay down, in between the 6 hours of Zofran, I'll take Compazine and hits of my vape pen just to keep the nausea down, and that works pretty good. But I'll lay there at night, and because of the steroids, you can't sleep. So I'll sit and I'll look at the ceiling for pretty much all night, and at least for the first couple of nights. It is what it is, and then they send me home with a pump, and they're pumping chemotherapy into me for 46 hours. So I got to be really careful. I got to be really careful with that, that I don't, if I have to go to the bathroom, that I don't forget to grab it, because has the ability to pull out the port. So you got to deal with that. So there's a lot going on with that 3 or 4 days, and then when we go back in, on Wednesday, I have a hard time drinking anything, so I'm wicked dehydrated. So they give me a bag of hydration, and last Wednesday I was in tears. I was just feeling so awful. But you make it through it, and like I said on my video last week, that before I go into another round of this, we've definitely got to figure out. I got to figure out if this is really working, because if it's not shrinking these tumors, I'm not going through these side effects, for nothing. So, but it really, not only do you have the physical side effects, but you got the mental side effects as well. The doubt, all the rabbit holes you go down, and all the people that you see lose their battle to this disease, especially my rare type of cancer. It's just sad story after sad story. So it really takes a toll on Becky and I, and the mood swings are another pretty bad side effect that I cannot control. I try really hard, but it's quite a journey. It's been going on 8 months, and don't get me wrong, a lot of ways I'm very grateful for a lot of things. I'm grateful I'm not in pain. I don't need any pain medication, which is huge, because I don't do well on pain medication. So I'm very grateful for that. I'm grateful I was able to keep my weight on. I'm grateful that I am actually able to eat. It's not fun, eating when you've got flu-like symptoms, but I'm able to do it. So that first 7 days is really the worst, and then I really start to come out of it, and I am now. I still have some lower GI stuff going on, which is a huge side effect. Diarrhea is just crazy side effect. Go in the bathroom a lot. So you got to stay near a bathroom. So I just wanted to go over a few of what it's like in the week of chemotherapy, so you know what is going on. The short updates are just how I feel, but if I can give you a play-by-play of exactly what we go through, and there's so many people out there that have this, that suffer with it. It's it's quite a disease, and I'm still planning on pushing it into remission. The R word is something that most people that have my cancer they don't use, but whatever. It's just a pejorative. It's just a word. I want to get no evidence of disease, or at least get these tumors stable so I can have a quality of life with Becky. Because as there's not much going on right now. We're just kind of in a holding pattern. So, which is fine. We're gonna be good. We're not gonna let this break us. So, we're gonna get through it. And thank you to everybody who reached out to Becky this week and really made her feel very special. You all know who you are, and it was really special of you, to think of Becky and give her spa day. So we love you all. This is a little longer update. I just wanted to let you know I'm still doing well, and or doing as best I can. And when we figure out what's going on, I got to get a hold of the cancer center today, try and find out if they can get me scheduled for my PET scan before my fourth round, if I need a fourth round. So I love you all, and I'll be in touch. You have a good day. Love you. Bye.